Soul Seal of Gomong. Gomong's soul seal contains the character Yi, signifying equality. Gomong's childhood experiences drove her to study agricultural technology. She believes in efficiency and survival of the fittest. However, underneath the facade of ruthless efficiency lies a more complex emotions and motives. I'm just going to speed past this area, because honestly, I'm ready to go home and celebrate our victory, but I also don't want to just go back and explore because, well, frankly, I mean, come on. I mean, Nope. Nope. I am not fighting two of you guys at once. You cannot make me fight two of you at once. I refuse to fight two of you at once. Anyways, over here, this actually loops back to the room where this whole little side adventure with Gomong started. So I say, let's go ahead and... Oh, nope. Okay, no, I cannot make that jump. But for now, let's go ahead and keep exploring this area. Let that explode and come over the way over here. Now that Gomong's story is officially done and finished, and by the way, you can tell whenever the story is done using a specific character, because it'll add a second paragraph that expounds upon their childhood and history. With this, I can actually take the opportunity to explain one of the themes of the game, which is basically that, like, the souls are kind of inversions of the concepts that they're meant to represent, oddly enough. For example, Kwafu, who is the soul of integrity, ending up being, and who basically started out as being Yi's best friend, but ended up instead unintentionally betraying him due to his inability to actually do anything. Ironically enough, I think it's because of his sympathy that he's actually able to somewhat redeem himself and get back into Yi's good graces. But by that same metric, it's also sort of the thing that damns Gomong to her inevitable fate, and ooh, hey, look, Darksteel. It dooms Gomong to her fate because, in the end, she's unable to overcome her desires for wanting to quote-unquote save Penglai and save the people. Yet, oddly enough, she also says in her speech that she believes that there are some Solarians who outright don't deserve free will, or should lose their free will in exchange for just submitting to the greater whole. Her desperation to make sure that no one ever goes hungry again like she does instilled within her an ideology of make sure that no one dies, and basically being a massive... Like, I think Yi's summary of her is pretty apt. She is a massive control freak, which is how she got into the agricultural industry, of course. Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, I gotta fight my way all the way back down. Oh... Okay. Wait, can I coyote jump? Can I coyote jump with the dashes? Ooh, you can coyote jump off ledges with the dash. That's very cool. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not getting caught by that explosion again. Anyways, we can see, now that I'm done talking about Gomong for a sec, I will probably come back to her later, we can see that the main gimmick of this room is, number one, looping doorways. Yeah, we didn't really see this before, but, I mean, hey, I hope it doesn't come up later in any major way that ends up causing me to lose a ton of hours just trying to figure out the layout of a room. Additionally, we can come over here and get a Quan Kun board, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shuanshuan. It comes with a complete set of Quan Kun pieces. The game originated in the Chan Kingdom and is known as the oldest strategic board game in Penglai. We are going to teach Shuanshuan chess. We are going to educate him until he becomes a grandmaster at his sport. Alright, let's see what's changed since the... Oh. Hello.
No silence.
You're finally back. The performance can't start without an audience.
Huh?
What performance? The sheet music. You said to play something for you, so I practiced a lot. Oh, yeah, of course I remember. Probably thought I wouldn't be able to handle it. I thought you picked it up on a whim. No way, I practiced every day. Getting used to the new Solarian fingering wasn't easy.
I can vouch for Shuanshuan's daily practice. He's quite talented.
What's weird about this piece is the more you want to play it, well, the worse it sounds. It's almost like I need to just relax and accept it. Well, let me demonstrate. Phew, nothing out of tune. What do you think, Yi? Was it good?
比孙
Yi? Yi, don't tell me you weren't listening. Was I really that bad? Doesn't look like you enjoyed it. No, not at all. It was great.
That familiar sound and tune, it was as if she was standing right there.
What do you mean? Abacus, keep a lid on it.
Mercy, my lord, please forgive my impulsiveness.
Did you finish converting the score?
Yes, I've uploaded it to your database.
Let's leave it at that for now. Remember to stow the flute away when you're not using it so it doesn't get damaged by accident. Can I continue using it? I already gifted it to you.
是的
Oh, thank you, Yi. Ancient Penglai Ballad. If you ever need to look at this image again, that code basically describes to you the order that you need to hit those bells at. We'll go and do that puzzle again in just a little bit. Main melody of the ancient ballad taken from Daybreak Tower. It has endured the passage of time, and each note contains stories and secrets from the ancients. Shuanshuan will now be found playing his flute every so often, and it's actually pretty cute, honestly. I was going to take the opportunity to see if there's anything that I can afford from over here. Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just buying both of these jades. I mean, I've got a couple of leftover basic components. And what do you have to say about all this? You got your hands on Gomong's seal? I know she's despicable, but you really didn't need to finish her off like that. Do you think what I did was wrong? I wouldn't say that, but I mean, we all used to work together. I mean, we were co-workers, you know? I guess I'm a little sympathetic. Kwafu, you do not want to know what my kill plan was for you. So do you think the people she persecuted deserved it? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm assuming he doesn't have any extra dialogue. Yeah, no, that's about the same looping dialogue that he's normally got. Is there anything that I want to get from him? Oh, right, we have Darksteel now. I almost forgot. You know what? I'm gonna use both of my standard components on this. I am getting an upgraded Cloud Piercer. There we go. Arrow Cloud Piercer S.
比孙
Yee, how'd your match with the bird lady go? I'm pretty sure I won. I don't think it matters who wins or loses. I just hope you're all still on good terms. Did you make it up? Did you make up? I took a chance at her ideology, and I'm not sure she liked it. Additionally, ooh, which one should I give? Ooh, let's give him the Quai-Kun board. Teach him some interstellar chess. Wow, you got me a stone grilling plate? This is a board used to play Quai-Kun. Quai-Kun? It's an ancient strategy game. We used it to model the order of the universe. The pieces represent different celestial bodies, and as the game develops, it reveals the complex web of balance and opposition in nature. Every move affects the entire board around it, just like how every one of our actions can affect others. Wow, sounds complicated. It'll seem difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be hooked by its intricacies. It's a great game for developing your logical thinking. Yeah, I don't really understand when you put it that way. Can we just start playing? No, you don't even know the basic lay- oh, forget it. You should know I was ranked Grand Master back in my home planet. You have a really big home. No wonder you kept complaining about the size of our village. What, New Kunlun? No, I wouldn't consider this place my home. It's not? Then where do you come from? Remember those bedtime stories I used to tell you? We Solarians, like those stories, all come from a planet called Penglai. On that planet was a small nation named Zia. That's where I call home. Oh, so the stories about those huge pools of water were true? They're called oceans, and I was born not too far from one. In fact, we used to joke about landlubbers like you. It's not my fault, I had nowhere to practice. So the place you grew up was even bigger than here? That's nice. Peach Blossom Village wasn't even big enough to have a pond. Your ancestors actually came from a planet just as large as Penglai. It didn't have as much water as Penglai, but it was still covered in it. Really? Then why'd everyone move to this tiny place? There was a situation in which we had to leave Penglai. As for the 8-men, that's a long story for another time. Can you not say? Does it have to do with why you were injured? Does it have to do with why you want revenge?
Huh?
Revenge? Who told you that? I'm just trying to pursue justice for my people and unmask those villains for all to see. Villains? What'd they do? Pay attention to the game. When did all my pieces disappear? Did you really think those questions would be enough to distract me? I guess that backfired. Quan-kun is so hard. Is there any way I can beat you? Who knows? Not knowing makes it worth pursuing. Do I actually have any other poison since the last time I talked with him? Yeah, sure, why not? Not gonna get us to another upgrade, but may as well just see what he has to say.
What?
Careful, this is a Yinglong egg. The embryo's already formed. If you don't chew it thoroughly, it might bite your tongue off. Don't worry, my tongue's tougher than teeth. Interesting. Mix of eggs and meat. It's also been soaking day in, day out in chemical fertilized area. If you eat it, you're theoretically... meat is fragrant, the bones are crisp. And that aftertaste, oh, that's weird. My tongue getting numb. And hey, you know what? Why not just give him these ready-to-eat rations in case he's feeling hungry? Care for some dessert? Dessert? Talking about this hard, dry biscuit? Oh, it smells nice and sweet with a hint of tea, too. The one you're holding was the most sought-after bubble milk tea flavored ration. Why would you turn it into bricks? Do you not like having normal food? This is an emergency ration. It's made to be portable in critical situations. Are there other flavors? Are there ones with fish in it? There are quite a few choices, but everyone has their own favorite. I prefer the savory ones because they pair well with alcohol. What are you doing? Wow, it's so tough. Old people with bad teeth in our village won't be able to eat this at all. You don't gnaw on it, you're supposed to soak it in hot water. Huh? Does it have to be hot water? I didn't boil any water. Will cold water work? It will, but it won't taste very good. You're holding the very last box of bubble milk tea rations. You have no idea how valuable it is. There's only one box left? Then I'll hold on to it for now and wait for a special occasion to enjoy these rations. As things currently stand, there are 2 locations that I want to go visit as we're doing our quick little, pre-next area wrap-up. First off, I'm going to go to the Lake Laoshi ruins and explore what that little side quest was about. You know, the one that we just did the sheet music for. Not like we're going to get stopped by anyone, realistically speaking. We already killed the soul here. So, you know, technically speaking, as the owner of her soul seal, we do own the place, you know. / house, Mogus, hourglass, / okay. / tough. House. And boom! Wonderful. Any extra dialogue now that we've unlocked the secret? No, nothing? Okay, well, that's a shame. I was wondering if he was gonna comment on that at all, but whatever. Question mark, can keep his secrets. And our reward for doing this is a pipe valve. Very nice, actually. Remember that one area where I said, hey, you probably shouldn't go here? I've decided I'm going to go there. Additionally, now that we have the charged attack, what we can do with these guys is break through their shields and... Oh boy. And boom. And boom. And our reward for doing this one in particular is... Immovable Jade. Reduces the time required to execute a charged strike when standing still. This one is for those who particularly like using charged strikes in their build. I, for one, am not necessarily the biggest fan of charged strikes. I don't really use them much whenever I play. Or, well, I mean, I obviously have to use them in some circumstances, but, like, I'm not the biggest fan of using it. Mostly just because, like, I've got to do a bunch of moving around and jumping, and I don't want to be caught holding down a single button. Charge strikes definitely do have their place in the combat system, though, especially during boss fights where they can be used to get off a bit of extra damage, and I think they deal more than the triple strike. But I also prefer the control that I have, not, like, executing basically a full combo, and I'm going to take a quick rest over here. And now I'm going to head over to this side, and now we're just going to do our best over here. We just need to run through this next area. And we need to be very careful about it because there are a lot of deadly enemies here. This is technically speaking an endgame area. This is the Tiandao Research Center. Oh, okay, jump scared immediately. This is not a good sign for things to come. We can explore ahead a little bit. We can see that there is something, off about this place. Number one thing that's off is this enemy right here. I would recommend being very careful whenever you fight these guys. They have very lethal 2-hit combos, and you need to be certain that if you're going into a fight with these guys that you can take them out very quickly. They drop 150 if you manage to kill them, and they can be somewhat decent for farming. I would not recommend farming off of these guys. There will be other enemies later in the game that you can better farm off of. My lord, have you found anything at the Research Institute? I've been encountering something resembling chunks of flesh. They may be creatures that snuck from the agricultural zone, but there's no way the facilities were left unguarded. I've never seen anything like this, but I don't even think Gomong would be demented. Can you check the maintenance logs here? My apologies, but the highest clearance is required to access the Research Institute. Everything there is completely classified. Fine. I'll just have to deal with whatever's happening after I take over. Of course, but please pay attention to your well-being. Feel free to return to the Four Seasons Pavilion when you're feeling too stressed. I don't have time for that. I'm hanging up. Additionally, for whatever reason, by breaking this bookcase, you can find the Tiandao Academy Periodical, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shuanshuan. Here, Shuanshuan, have some Quan Kun. Learn how to play chess. Here, Shuanshuan, have some bubble milk tea. Here, have an entire periodical. We're gonna have him cure whatever the hell this thing is first. Now, I'm going to just run past these guys because I don't want to fight them. Do not... Okay, hold up, actually, let me... Oh, gosh. Do not bother fighting this guy. They are completely invincible. You can try and hit them as much as you want. They will just keep coming back. And oh, gosh, oh, gosh, oh, gosh, oh, gosh, oh, gosh, oh, gosh, oh, gosh. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, and into this room and hide inside of this container. And yeah, we're back at the Central Transport Hub. Heading all the way to this direction, we can unlock this door and head inside of here. This laser puzzle is, well, I mean, let's be real here, at the point in the game where we're at, we're pretty much already accustomed to having to deal with stuff like this. And boom. Okay, there we go. Oh. And then I remember that this rotates it, so you want to hit it a bunch of times, and then... will rotate slowly, and you just want to be following the laser. Oh gosh. Oh no! Alright, attempt 2 at this puzzle. My goodness. Go ahead and wait for this to rotate slowly. Now jump over here. Now come over. Oh, okay, we made it. That was almost bad, but luckily we barely squeaked that one. And our reward for that is, ooh, more dark steel. Excellent. We can now max out our bow with the, assuming we have the money for it, which we don't. And that, I believe, completes the central power. Yes it does. Okay. I'd recommend that if you're going to do any kind of big backtracking that you save it for later, as there is a thing that the game's going to give you later in the game that'll make it a little bit easier to do this kind of stuff. Also, I got a level up on the way back to where I was going. Whoops. The next area that we need to go to is actually in the 8-man facility depths. Did I just walk past it, actually? Oh, gosh. And there we go. Yeah, I didn't even bother fighting him. Additionally, I think with this, I'm going to get life recovery. Not because I actually want it, but because it unlocks us water flow and full control, which either of these are pretty big game changers. That I'll get into as I actually unlock them, but I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that I wanted to get, is basically just to hold over until the actual next level up. Okay, actually, I was slightly wrong. You're supposed to go left of New Kunlun Central Hall, not all the way down to the 8-man facility. I was completely off base with that. Over here, we can see one of those statues that we need to break down again with the charge strike. Alrighty. Simple and easy. Hopefully we don't encounter anything else that's weird. Yeah. A fun fact, did you know that Red Candle Studios' previous game was actually a 3D horror game? Yeah, flashing lights warning? Interesting. But hey, free rest station. Welcome to the Cortex Center. From here, we've got a couple of different options for where we can go. First things first, let's go ahead and unlock this area. Nope. Did not mean to desummon the nymph. There we go. I'm picking the directions that we go at random. My gosh. Oh, oh. Not what I meant to do. I was gonna say, if I struggled to make that jump again, I was going to lose it. Oh, no, actually, hello? Okay, this was almost worth coming up here. You might also notice that I'm able to recover bullets, or sorry, not bullets, arrows, by simply, enemies will occasionally just drop arrows for no reason, and yeah, you're perfectly fine to just keep arrow spamming. As long as you can kill the enemy, you have the ammo. Trying to hack both of these. And our reward for coming all the way up here. Okay, now, yes, I can almost justify coming here about, like, the price of a standard component. By the fact that this is actually a massive platforming challenge, I'm guessing I had to go through here first, and then it's going to give me a door that I can use to unlock the previous pathway now. Is that what it was? Let's find out. Yes, it was. And our reward for doing that entire platforming challenge in the Cortex Center is the Kunlun Immortal Portrait, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Shuanshuan. Dude, it feels like Yi's just like, I don't really know what to do with this. You know what? I think Shuanshuan would like this scientific periodical. I think Shuanshuan would also enjoy this painting. You know, that's what kids like. Art. No, well, I mean, depending on the kid, actually. I could hypothetically see that. Anyways, here it seems like we're going to need to cut through this, bakery area. Yeah, sure, let's call it that. Oh, no. Okay. Just completely butchered the timing on that one. No, this is actually, as we saw a little earlier, the factory. Specifically, the weapons factory. And boy howdy, does this so look like a interesting experience. And also, we have this new enemy right here, this double-bladed flying diving warrior. I hate fighting these guys. They're very annoying, and they like to swoop in from awkward angles. Oh gosh! Yep. The gimmick of this area is that every so often the vents, if you've ever heard of the hit game Among Us, the vents in the area will start activating and basically try and fry you alive, and you've got to find those little platforms in between the areas in order to more properly defend yourself from it. That or just speedrun it. Both options are perfectly viable. And grab that. Which keeps you safe from it, obviously. And I like that they even put an enemy nearby it just so that you'll hit it on accident and see that it protects you. I actually really like that game design detail where it unintentionally teaches you one mechanic while having you demonstrate another. It intentionally teaches you a game design gimmick by something you already knew how to do. Oh wow, just another free treasure chest. Wow! This place is weirdly generous. Now, getting through this room is kind of tedious. That open. Oh yeah, the Mystic Nymph can fly through just fine. Okay, that's actually neat. Not really what I meant to do, but alright. Coming down here we have... Oh! Okay, I did not regret coming here. Normally I'm not really the biggest fan of this area, but I mean, hey, I'm happy to come here if it means that I get to go through this. That I get a free Tau fruit. Alright, you wanna watch out for these guys' diving attack because it has some really weird timings involved with it. They do get 35, which is alright. Now we're gonna run past these guys. You can see that these are actually what's causing the furnaces to go off, so that's very interesting. And hopefully at some point we have a way to turn them off. Oh gosh. No! Gonna make my way all the way back there. Boom. You do not want to be in the center when they slam down. They will deal damage to you. Now I can get my money back. Boom. Get used to doing air parries with these guys. They will swoop down and try to hit you at the most random of intervals. It's perfectly fine. Transmutation Furnace Monitor. Agitators in operation 298. When the transmutation factory is operating, agitators activate the furnace core, producing intense radioactive heat waves. These target the genetic target inside of the furnace, inducing desired genetic mutations. It is not known who invented transmutation, but the J Kingdom was the first to industrialize the process. Powerful radiation is released during the heating, so lingering nearby is strongly discouraged. So, yep, Yi was getting beamed with 200 liquid cc's of utter radiation. Oh, hey, look, it's our friend! So, Yi, it's been a while. How fareth thee? I'd prefer if you didn't get so intimate after just a few encounters. An assertion that falls short. In the accessible wilds, we must cherish every encounter. Besides, to tell you the truth, I'm currently in a spot of trouble. Would you be willing to render assistance? With your skills, it should be a walk in the park. I shall eagerly repay the debt when the opportunity arises in the future. Let's hear it. There was once a bridge that connected the westward from here. However, it has now been lifted for unknown reasons. I have recently learned that my brother, whom I've been trying to find for many a years, resides somewhere across that bridge. I came here in a great hurry, only to sigh in dismay. My hope is that you will be able to lower the bridge and grant me the opportunity to reunite with my brother. If it's on the way, I'll consider it. Of course, I shall be grateful for anything. I shall linger herein. Please spend to your heart's content, and there should there be any commerce to conduct. You know what, actually, I may as well buy some extra poison. Additionally, there is one area that I want to head back to right over here. And it's actually by falling down this pit. Yes, they just let you fall down here. And with this, we get the Swift Descent Jade. Hold down on the left thumbstick and press the dash button in midair to execute a Swift Descent. This move can also be used to dodge attacks. Swift Descent is useful in some situations for being able to get out of dodge, and some like some attacks, but it's not necessary, obviously, for combat, given that they've designed the game around the fact that you might not have this Jade equipped. We can explore this area to the side. I completely forgot that there were enemies here. I just saw the dude lingering in the background and I actively chose to ignore him. Oh, I love that remix battle theme. Sounds very funk-oriented. Can I was gonna say, can I make this jump? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, hello. Back again for revenge. You want to be extra careful to ensure that this guy's downward swings don't accidentally spawn crystals above you. Obviously take the opportunity to dash. He has the exact same timings as he did previously, and that does help a lot with this fight. The only thing, again, that you need to be worried about that's changed is the crystals above him. Typically, whenever they have you doing fights with any Red Tiger elites, this is usually the only thing that they'll change. So if you remember the initial pattern, you'll be fine. Also, this is no longer as scary because it's not as much of a jump scare as it was previously that one time. Okay, well, there's a data chip right there that I'm never going to get. That's a shame. And now over here, it looks like we've got a new ability that we can unlock. Ooh boy, I wonder what this'll be. Ooh boy, I wonder what this'll be. It's not like the game's been teasing us with certain collectibles from a distance away that we could only get to if we had either a double jump or the ability to dash in midair. I love Metroidvanias so much. I just dashed in midair. If Feng Shi could ever evade attacks in the air, they would put them at significantly less risk. One must follow the flow of air and propel the body. Air dashing! Yay! Oh. Okay, this is becoming a bottleneck. Okay, just air dodge, yeah, okay. He's just like, damn, I really made a good move. I have nothing else to teach with this. Wonderful, this will be useful for moving effortlessly among hordes of combatants. To fly as free as a bird across the sky. That's the appeal of this exquisite technique. If it wasn't copyright claimable, I would probably make a Freebird reference. The air dash. Essential skill to master for aerial combat. Yep, literally just an air dash. And yes, you still get the same invincibility as you do during regular dashes. So now with that ability properly unlocked, how about we go do a second run through of this area? Basic component. Abandoned Mines chip. A memory chip containing map data from the abandoned mines. Further analysis can be done to reveal hidden map data. Rumor has it these mines are connected to the livestock area, but these abandoned passages have not been used for centuries. Boom, that's how I kill him. And over here, evacuation notice for miners. Must have been Minecraft YouTubers. This is your final warning. Evacuate immediately. The Kunlun Fengshi Guild protects the sacred land. Defiance will result in severe consequences. Ancient Kunlun may have been a holy land, but this has since been devastated by the Jin mining boom. Amidst frequent warfare, illegal miners dug unauthorized tunnels to access rare metals. It was only until Lear established the Fengshi Guild that habits of the primordial roots Fusang were spared. Also, speaking of which, the game got updated recently. Now you can actually scroll down. Normally they would just like decrease the size of the font to make it fit into one box. Now you can actually just scroll downwards. That's pretty fun, all things considered. And with this ring. You can actually zip line, a very, very fun sequence. Anything up here? We could hypothetically navigate through this entire area. Well, actually, do we have the ability to? I don't think we do. Because I think once we make it to the end of this area, there's going to be a gate that's blocked off to us, but... I mean, for right now, I'm fine to navigate this place. I mean, after all, it's a relatively cozy little area. Granted, you need to be quick in this area because the lights run on a time limit. So, speed up all that stuff. Zip line. Now I'm gonna make good use of my Mystic Nymph since it gives off its own light source to sort of navigate around. And I believe if we head over here, we can actually see, ladies and gentlemen, the sniper from Team Fortress 2. You do not want to fight this guy at range, fight him up close. Because he literally is, I mean, I don't know what else you want me to tell you about him other than he is the sniper from Team Fortress 2. He can shoot you from very, very far distances, which make him much more difficult to counter than fighting him up close, where if you attempt to fight him up close, he will just resort to kicking you. Connect with this to permanently turn on the lights in this area. Oh, goodness gracious, it's one of these guys. Alright, so what they will do, they will spawn a bullet, they will teleport to a random location, and then they will try and hit you with it. They're not particularly great with their aim. Unless they teleport behind you like that. Ooh, hey. Actually, I need to avoid resting here, because otherwise that's going to respawn the one guy, and I really don't want him coming back. Oh gosh, he's a... Oh gosh. Whenever he does a dash attack, that means that he's going to descend from here, so basically that means... 2, 1... Wait! 1, 2... I did not know that he could go for 3. Wait. Break up the arrow. Triple. Okay, come on. I can literally see the light switch all the way over there. I made this fight harder to myself on purpose. It's a shame that this dude does not have any red attacks that I could counter. It would make this area big fighting just a little bit easier. There we go. Only 200 for that and a herb catalyst. Wow, I hated that. Bro, I literally could have made this fight so much easier on myself if I went through the... Wait, hold up. Was this literally just like a... This was literally just a platforming challenge. Dude, I made this fight so much harder on myself than it needed to be. Good positioning is everything, MFers, when you proceed to not have good positioning whatsoever. Heading over to the left, then, we can explore this place. Pogo once, pogo twice, dash, pogo. Now I need to hunt around for... Actually, yes, this is what it is looking for. Nope! Just have to get behind him, turn on the lights, break through this. And no suitable key. Yep, we need a key to get through this area. Looks like there's also a... Oh. Another light switch here that we can use to help see better. And yeah, there we go. We've almost completed this room, although I wouldn't know that. I need to actually go turn in the map data chip first. Oh gosh, no. Okay, this thing, very annoying to fight. Once, twice, okay, once, and then you want to really hold back for that counter, yep. Yes, this guy counts as a normal enemy. He has one other attack, which is a red attack that you cannot really do anything about, other than the fact that it leaves fire. So yeah, you want to be extra careful while fighting this guy. Make sure that we do this. 1, 2. Second one tends to be very delayed, so keep beating him up. Okay, there we go. Okay. And now with that, we can use the Mystic Nymph to fly over here. I really should have just used the Mystic Nymph to unlock this from a distance, because I forgot about it. And we can get ourselves another Tau Fruit. Damn, we're already up to level 3. This is absurd. Now, is there anything over here? Oh, this connects back to the start of the game. Okay, game. I see what you're doing. Okay. Even though you can see that it's clearly a dead end because they didn't want to have to render an entirely different region. We're gonna get water flow style. What this does is it causes Talisman to automatically detonate, but guarantees that it consumes 2 chi charges, and also converts all internal damage into direct damage. So we're gonna go with this. And then I should really get the 4th chi boost as well. Either that or I get full control so I can get the 5th one. I'll probably end up going for this one first and then full control, because I love using full control. But for now, I think we're pretty good on that one. Head to status, and the way that you change it is you just click on this. Oh my gosh. Boom. Up. Sting 1. Oh my gosh. Dude, I hate this place so much. Unlock this door. This guy, down. That's not all downs. I don't know why I said it like that. And our reward for finding all of those guys scattered around this very maze-like room is just an advanced component. Metroidvania-like exploration. It's very fun and enjoyable to go through. Additionally, we have this machine room for the factory that, unfortunately, we will not be able to make much progress on, because, attempting to explore in any direction, we can see dead end. This one isn't a dead end, but you can see dead end over here, because this archery machine only shoots red attacks that's blocking up the doorway. And yeah, that's this entire room. Actually, I just realized water flow style pretty much does incentivize you use the charge attack, because once you put up your talisman, there's not really anything that you can do after that aside from just deal as much damage as possible. So basically, the game becomes less like a standard repetitive like block hit, and more like an actual combo game that you can implement. Very interesting, and boy, I feel like I recognize this theme from somewhere. With that, we've looped all the way back to the 8-man facility depths, which means that after a very simple platforming challenge... Well, I mean, simple now would have been impossible, like 2 minutes earlier. We get... Fusang Amulet for Shuanshuan. A slurring artifact that can be gifted to Shuanshuan, a wooden amulet held by ancient miners to pray for safety. According to believers, Fusang cannot be violated, and only branches that have fallen naturally may be used, making them extremely precious. This lets us lower this rope to help us get back to the area very easily. And now, I'm going to do something that's maybe a little stupid. I am going to rest here, and then I am going to go fight a boss that is very, very much over my level, after I actually get to it first. Because right over here we have... Hey, it's that guy from earlier, Shuanshuan! What? Oh, okay. Okay, I need to actually time my dashes a bit better. Okay, so you gotta wait until the last possible second to be able to properly dodge that. Okay, I'm so happy that I have the air dodge for this fight, because it means that I can actually avoid his little stupid projectile lingering thingies. Oh shoot, okay, I did not delay my dash for that one. Pretty sure with one or two runs very easily. Boom! Okay, yeah, I was just like, wait, can I just shoot this guy to death? And yes, I can. We get the Soul-Severing Blade, a weapon taken from a guard, a wrist accessory of Shengui, a celestial specter that can slice through steel. During battle, it can be concealed under the sleeves to obscure attack timing. And Herb Catalyst. Very, very nice. We will eventually see the purpose of both of these objects later. Well, I mean, we already know what the Herb Catalyst is, but for now, I am very happy that I was able to take that guy out on the first try, because he has a lot of annoying timings. Especially since I am very, very unfamiliar with actually using Waterway. For now, we're going to go ahead and make our way back to the previous area. Finally making our way back over to the original root node where we got our ability. And also, I believe, being really close to another level. Oh my god, we are literally 1 kill away from getting this. We can now finally go through what the game considered to be the tutorial area for the air dash. Like I didn't just do an entire boss fight. Oh no, not these things. Okay, I despise these things. They have the weirdest timing in existence. They absolutely refuse to ever throw their circular discs with any relative timing, you know, because they're robots. They are just the worst things in existence to fight. The only way that I've been able to guess that you could reasonably dodge it is to simply dodge behind them whenever they throw their disc. That's the only method that I found to reliably do it. So of course they naturally station them as far away from the player as possible. Okay. Oh, we can come over. A lot of open room suddenly. Guess we're no longer in the cave system anymore. Also, sorry if it seems like I like to pause the game a lot to look at the map. That's just my own preferred playstyle with Metroidvanias, is that I don't like being lost. And now, over to the left is the next area that we need to go to, but for now, I'm going to circle back really quickly just to get that last treasure chest. From here, we have a bit of a shifting puzzle, where basically we need to use the Mystic Nymph to change the direction that these boxes are flowing in. Additionally, we can dash our way around it just so that we hit it from the proper angle, and now we not only get a shortcut back to the first area, but we also receive a standard... But man, this game just loves giving me these as like the general reward. I mean, granted, not that I'm complaining, I'm actually really happy that the game gives me options for how to spend my money, given that there's a lot of things to spend money on. Anyways, let's go ahead and head over. Alright. Welcome to the Outer Warehouse. An entire area dedicated to New Kunlun's storage facility. Luckily for now, all the machinery seems to be shut off, so hey, we won't have to worry about any of that. No! I saw that coming. Oh, there you go. There you go. That is almost how you properly fight them. Their discs, I swear. If it wasn't for their discs and the boomeranging, why you gotta have a boomerang mechanic in this game, I swear. Anyways, let's go ahead and hack this machine to turn on. My goodness, this is a... Bro, this guy has better security than frickin' Kwafu with the Radiant Pagoda. Evidently, I guess New Kunlun cares more about its storage facility than its power reserve, but alright. I mean, maybe that makes sense in some logistical reason.
Oh dear. Hold it. For what purpose do you journey to my humble repository?
I'm here to take out the trash.
Your words conceal other intentions. If you could lay down your arms, perhaps we could sit down and converse.
I thought Lord Yanlo, a man of propriety, would greet me in person.
Young man, there is no need to be defiant. I'm aware of your plight. Your mentor Aegon did indeed wrong you. You are justified in your...
I'm here for you, not Aegon.
Allow me to finish. As I was saying, given your current suffering, your current agitation is hardly surprising. Even so, ponder this with a clear mind. Time cannot be rewound. Your relentless pursuit will only result in destruction, nothing more. Heed my advice. Sometimes one must learn to forgive and forget.
You murderers want to lecture me about forgiveness? What a joke.
You must not interrupt when your elders are speaking. Why are you so incorrigible? Why show no mercy when you're already right? When you reach my age, you'll understand. What was my age again?
Just hand over your seal, you're turning senile.
How discourteous. Enough. I've long known that you won't heed my words. However, my good manners compel me to greet you. Do not snub etiquette. I spare a thought for the plight of all Solarians, not just yourself. A gentleman bows and adapts. There's no shame in surrender.
One of the 10 souls in the council and responsible for overseeing the warehouse, Yanlo sees himself as a wise elder and attaches great importance to etiquette and propriety. What a very interesting character we have here. It seems like Yanlo will be our next opponent. Okay, now that I'm in a much more secure location, if I could actually take the time to talk... Oh, well, no. One last thing before I get interrupted again. I'm going to get the next chi boost that I can talisman spam. And, you know, next update I might get the enhanced talisman. Okay, now, without any further interruptions, if I could take the opportunity to discuss the souls... all of them have heavy inspiration in Chinese mythology. If I could go over Gomong for a second now that she's, dead. She is originally based on the deity Gomang, or Gomang, although technically, gender swapped. One of Gomang's specific relations to Chinese mythology, and we can tell that this is the inspiration because number 1 has a body similar in structure to a bird, as well as also being the god responsible for overseeing the growth of vegetation. Thank you, Nine Souls Wikipedia, for this information. I also love the fact that her relationship with Yi is basically that of, like, a quote-unquote rivalry, or maybe she, like, sees it as a rivalry, or just straight up hates the guy. And the main reason that I kind of like this dynamic is because, remember, she's supposed to be the soul of equality, yet oddly enough really hates this equality. She barely ever advocates for it. She brought back slavery, guys. Here we just have some very simple box platforming. It's gonna be a little awkward when I admit that I don't actually remember the direction we're supposed to be going in. So I'm just gonna kinda hope that I'm going the right one. You want to be careful to look out for... What are those things stored in these boxes? They look pretty weird.
Ungrateful, ignorant brat. You truly are a pest.
I'm going to hack into your elevator, old man. What's wrong? Afraid? Oh, actually, I cannot believe I completely missed this guy. Is there anything you need from me? Do you need guidance? I'll confess everything. Please stop staring at me. Enjoy sublime eternity amongst the evergreen foothills, Nukun, in the second home of your dreams. Do you have any questions you would like me to answer? Give me a status report on this region. A status for the warehouse zone? It's a warehouse. What's there to report? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say that everything's fine in the warehouse zone. Logistic systems report distribution and collection of resources for each zone in progress. Special reminder, containers in the repository may move at any time. Entering on foot is very dangerous, so please take care. Lord Yanlo, I'll speak, just please don't raise your voice like that. He's not been in good health and has been retired to the Boundless Repository's central control room to rest. You will not be able to meet him. Yanlo's health deteriorating? A multiple organ failure. It's at the terminal state of Tanapo. There's little that can be done. Elderly patients like Lord Yanlo must remain in a soulscape as much as possible to slow down the virus's destruction. If he has to be awakened, he could lose up to a year of his life expectancy in a week. But rest assured, upon arrival to New Kunlun, no one will ever have to suffer from disease as long as orders are followed. Is it over? Yeah, thank goodness. No, actually, we still got one more thing to take care of. What are you doing? No, losing ships is my greatest fear. I'll do anything. If you want my map data, I'll give you a copy for 400 Jin, please. Please have mercy. Thank you. I shall make a copy right away. Please let me go. Warehouse zone data chip. Let's go. And with one last hack, we can now connect back to Chiyu. No words can express my gratitude for what you've done. If you're willing, I would like to bequeath you with a treasure as a token of my gratitude. If you'd like to barter away, ask away. I shall await your departure before moving on. And with this, he gets us the Revival Jade. When your HP reaches 0 for the first time, you will revive and regain 25 HP. 25% HP, sorry. Yeah, just a free 25 HP, just for you, buddy. And, you know what? To celebrate, why not also buy a computing unit? Sure, you deserve the extra Jin, my guy. Be careful about standing on these bosses specifically that are broken, because they will break whenever they get smashed by one of those other pulleys. Yanlo, does this even go towards anything? Boom. Thematically speaking, I also like that Gomong is put in charge of the agricultural sector, given that she is simultaneously very much unnaturalistic in her methods of farming. Really goes to show you what kind of a species Solarians are that she was put in charge of all people. Anyways, we can now enter through this door right here, where we can see Yanlo's tired eyes that are literally dying right in front of us, watching us. And now we have time to combat room. You're gonna want to try and take care of this area as quickly as possible, because that ceiling door will fall down on you slowly. Not that it's going to crush you, in fact it actually will stop after a certain bit. Oh no, it's one of the moving ones. Nope, I am not going to be fighting that guy. You will not make me fight those guys. Oh my god. Boom. Also, like, something that I completely neglected to mention earlier is that by getting the upgraded version of the Cloud Piercer, it now has the ability to break shields. That's what I wanted to say. I now need to plan out my approach for this next room because the enemy that I hate the most just spawned twice. Okay, good, they're both stationary. Okay, that makes things so much easier. Okay, easy enough. And yeah, you can see that the wall will actually stop crushing you once it hits the sort of limit. It's not actually going to crush you to death, because, you know, then they need to program interactions with enemies getting crushed to death. And with this one, striking enemies with a slash attack will recover some internal damage back into health, allows for some respite during battle. Nice try, Yanlo. Unfortunately for you, I got myself an extra magazine, so I don't need to worry about stupid. Okay, now I don't need to worry about these guys anymore. Speaking of which, you know what, since we got the opportunity to, why not go ahead and turn in these map data chips, seeing as, like, I, you know, want to know if I've actually 100%ed any of these areas. Hey, kid, are those bubble milk tea flavored rehydration rations? Yeah, Yi gave them to me and told me to add hot water to make them sweet. No! Make it sweet? Oh, you ignorant child! Untold numbers of Solarians need at least 1 cup a day, relying on sugar in these drinks to nourish their withering souls. Do you need one every day, Uncle Chubby? No, he quit a long time ago. This travel mug is filled with a drink that only looks like bubble tea. It's been centuries since I last had some real tapioca bubbles. It's probably my greatest regret. If I'm gonna die anyways, why not make it a sweeter ordeal? Because you'll get stuck going up the stairway to heaven. Well, that doesn't matter now. I'll have you know that I tore through half of New Kunlun without finding a single pack of these. And now you're just gonna let a monkey swallow what might be the last pack? This is a disgrace. If you like it so much, I wouldn't mind. Oh no, that won't do. I'm an adult. I do not steal snacks from children. It's okay. I probably wouldn't know how to eat it right anyways. No, he gave it to you. I really shouldn't. Okay, then I guess I'll... But if you insist, I will humbly accept your offer. Here you go. Speaking of which, I'm going to take another health upgrade with the Guisang, I believe it's pronounced. I hope. I can't wait to hear one day that someone make a compilation of every mispronounced name I got from this game. Just look like a person, or I'm just imagining things. This is the root of a medicinal herb. The roots tend to resemble arm, legs, and a torso. I just blink, you sure it's not alive? But there are stories about how they can walk, but they're just folk tales. It just moved when I bit into it, I swear. Don't try to hoodwink me. I'm not like the other idiots in the village. Whenever they see something they don't understand, they just think it's the work of gods or ghosts. They'll worship whatever and however the shaman tells them to. One day I'm gonna overthrow that shaman and leave the stupid village like a furry man. And then... You've seen what the outside world looks like. You're just moving from a smaller cage to a bigger one. Classic drinking buddy tales. And, you know what? Let's give him Tiandao Periodical. I brought you a storybook. Yay, it doesn't look like a storybook at all. This is what I used to read all the time. The volume left a particularly strong impression on me. The author describes teleological applications in such interesting ways. Whoa, all those words and hardly any pictures. Did you really read this whole thing? Didn't you do more interesting things when you were a kid? Did you ever play with your neighbors? What are you implying? I had a lot of friends. I just liked reading more. What is this about? Diagrams look like a bunch of weird lines and circles. Teleology is the basis for all modern Solarian technologies. We used it to issue instructions to machines and build all sorts of complicated systems. It's like a language we use to talk to machines. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. You don't look that interested. It's not that I don't like it. It's okay, you don't have to force yourself. Teleological theory and application doesn't sound like something a child would like anyways. Then why did you give it to him? I'll give it a try. Good. Skip the introduction and go straight to chapter 5 to learn the symbols, and once you have that down, go back and start from chapter 1. So many words. Can I draw pictures for it? Finally, let's go and give Shanghai 9000 map data chips. Here, new map data chip. Actually, if you need it, I could also ask Abacus to help.
You two, incapable. Stop interfering. Map data retrieved. Quick, take it. Received. Go to the side. Wait.
Shouldn't robot assistants be polite? You're a bit different in that regard.
Map data, all sent. What else you want?
At least you could... You know, it's fine. Just give me the data. Exploring more into the depths of the facility, we can see... Okay, that was easy. Anyways, the direction that we're gonna want to go in is we're gonna head upwards. Combo. Okay, didn't even need my charge attack. Awesome. Anyways, from here we're gonna head leftwards. And now we're gonna try and make as much progress as possible. Virtual reality device, a Solarian gift that could... Bro, we can literally give Shuanshuan a VR headset. The Draconis Amaya is a head-mounted virtual reality device from the Shang Kingdom. It simulates all 5 senses by sending signals directly to the brain. Guys, do you think if I gave Shuanshuan FNAF VR, he'd turn into a FNAF tuber? Oh gosh. Wait, what did I even run into? If you dash into a wall, does it damage the Mystic Nymph? Really? I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyways, that'll drop this box below there. And once we've gotten that done, we'll be able to do something with it later. It seems like we'll need to break it, but how exactly will we do that? Well, I have an idea. How about we pilot a mech for ourselves? Oh, Yanlo is scared. We are breaking all of his stuff right now. Boom! I love this mech with a passion. It is completely invincible. It has way more health than it realistically should. We can set up, we get an advanced component for doing that. Very, very awesome. And now we can head downwards. And now I'm going to try to... Oh yeah, I forgot, your shield can just deflect the bullets. Just gonna go ahead and... Yep, you can see they're literally doing everything they can. They can't stop me. They can't stop me. I'm invincible. What are they gonna do? Spawn more enemies? Go ahead, waste more resources trying to take me to... Oh my gosh, they actually went and did it. They're trying so hard. I'm just button mashing my way out of it because this machine doesn't have an HP bar. Oh my goodness. Oh, so much free money, dude.
Putting your grubby hands all over my machinery.
Maybe you should make it less easy to hack, bro. Just saying. Anyways, from here, warehouse database. Inventory status, boundless repository inventory records. Inventory status, good. System update, 8-man material branch 267 has arrived at the transportation factory. Hexacrem vault records encrypted and cannot be viewed. The fully automated logistic networks was developed and used a patent from one of Yanlo's ancestors. The levitating crates are stacked to maximize space efficiency. System automatically transports required materials to each area, replenishing them regularly while also collecting and recycling waste materials. So yeah, dude basically made box recycling. I mean, hey, convenient for us. We can move between the factory whenever we want, because he did not bother to put any security on this.
How are you doing, dear brother? Today the last store in town closed its doors. Life has become a lot more inconvenient.
Don't worry, I'm managing. I scrubbed clean the big jar of backyard and pickled a bunch of vegetables. The jars seem massive in my memory, enough to fit both of us. Now they look so small in comparison.